This is the Behind the Line podcast, and this is Pacific Northwest headline news in 3 minutes for Tuesday, February 1st, 2022. An off-duty Vancouver, Washington police officer was shot and killed by Clark County deputies on Sunday. Deputies were chasing a robbery suspect who happened to end up at the Vancouver officer's home after he wrecked his car. The off-duty officer knew something was wrong. His wife called 911, determined this was the robbery suspect, so the officer went out to take him into custody for the deputies. A scuffle ensued, and the off-duty officer was stabbed several times. The robbery suspect was running towards his house, so he gave chase. When deputies pulled up, saw the off-duty officer running across the yard with his gun, and they opened fire on him and killed him, thinking he was the robbery suspect. The robbery suspect was taken into custody without further incident. A 42-year-old female is in custody in Pierce County, Washington, for setting at least 16 fires last week in the Tacoma area. Her bail is set at $3 million. Well, as I reported yesterday, Portland, Oregon set a record for the number of homicides last year. King County, Seattle area also set a record. A total of 88 people were shot and killed. That's up 70% from the previous 4-year period. Another 372 were injured in shootings last year. And they believe a total of 1,405 shots were fired in King County in 2021. They say they don't believe there's any one cause for this uptick in violence, but blame it on the pandemic and lack of access to social services and the amount of guns on the street. Nothing about their failed social policies. The Seattle Times is reporting that deaths of despair exceeded the number of people dying due to COVID-19 in 2020. Deaths of despair include suicide, drug overdoses, and alcohol abuse. Again, failed Democrat policies. Idaho is following the way of the rest of the West Coast. Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, the median price for housing is now more than $500,000, and longtime Idahoan families are unsure how much longer they'll be able to afford to stay. According to a new housing affordability study for the region, approximately 44% of Kootenai County households cannot afford to pay market rent rate from the latest findings in October 2021. The city of Brookings, Oregon, has passed an ordinance that bans churches from operating any kind of food service unless they applied for a special permit, which would also limit meal service to twice a week. Why would you ban churches from taking care of homeless and people that need food? Government needs to get the hell out of our lives. This has been Headlines in 3 Minutes. For more, visit BehindTheLinePodcast.com. Thanks for listening.